So the WBC have officially ordered Dominic Breazeale versus Dillian Whyte for the WBC Interim Heavyweight title. I think this is the most logical thing to do. I think it's overdue. I think they should have done this a long time ago. Dillian Whyte, being the #1 contender, should have been the guy in a final eliminator for the WBC belt, from day dot, as far as I'm concerned. But Breazeale became the mandatory over him. This effectively is a mandatory fight. That's what it effectively is. When you're interim champion, you're basically given the same status and same rights, maybe slightly higher status than a mandatory challenger. So whoever wins the fight will have the WBC belt placed around their waist. Long overdue. I personally think that Dillian Whyte will win this fight. I'm not saying Dominic Breazeale's got no chance, but I believe Dillian Whyte is the more skilled of the two. I think he's faster. Not like Dillian Whyte is any Muhammad Ali with the speed, but he's a hell of a lot faster than Dominic Breazeale, who is a very slow heavyweight. Very big man. He can punch. He's tough. He's got heart. We all know this. He comes to fight, but he's very hittable. He's slow. And I think Dillian Whyte should be able to outbox him. I don't think it will be easy. Right? I do not think it will be easy at all, but I believe he should be able to outbox him. There will be, because the fight has been ordered, there will be a purse bid. Does it say here when the purse bid is going to be? Because obviously there's going to be a negotiation period. And if they can't come to terms, then it will go to a purse bid. Let me see here. I cannot see anywhere where it says. Okay, yeah, sorry. Free negotiation period has begun, and if there is no agreement between the parties, the WBC will conduct a purse bid in Mexico City headquarters on Tuesday, March 19th. Okay, so all right, so they got till March 19th to come to terms, or a purse bid will be called. I have to imagine that this fight is going to take place in the UK, because Dillian Whyte is a pay-per-view fighter in the UK. He's been filling out the O2. He's been doing good pay-per-view numbers. Is Al Heyman really prepared to pay big money to bring Dillian Whyte to the United States? I mean, maybe he is. Maybe he's got bigger plans for Dillian Whyte or bigger plans for Dominic Breazeale, if you understand what I'm saying. I mean, would he potentially look at having options on Dillian Whyte, given the fact that Dillian Whyte is a free agent? I don't know how well that would go down with Sky and Matchroom. But if he is a free agent, he's a free agent. So the most obvious thing to happen here, the most likely thing, is for it to be in the UK at the O2. That's the most likely thing. But I wouldn't rule anything else out completely in terms of it happening in the States or it going to purse bids and Al Heyman winning. But I suspect they'll probably come to an agreement. And if it does go to purse bids, I suspect, Eddie Hearn may win. But then again, given the fact that Dillian Whyte is not signed to Matchroom on a long-term contract, is there so much incentive for Eddie Hearn to win a purse bid where Dillian Whyte is concerned, if you understand what I'm saying? Because let's say he wins a purse bid, pays out loads of money, and then Dillian Whyte goes and signs with PBC afterwards. Do you understand what I'm saying? So sometimes promoters are reluctant to invest a lot of money in a fighter, put a lot of money up to win purse bids when the fighter is just going to leave them straight afterwards. So I don't know. We'll see what happens here. But my take on it is I think Dillian Whyte wins the fight. Does he stop Dominic Breazeale? I think he'll probably go the distance. Dominic Breazeale's been a lot of rounds in a lot of fights. And he has been stopped, obviously, by AJ. But I don't know. I suspect he'll probably be able to go the 12 with Dillian Whyte and make it difficult for Dillian Whyte, I think, down the stretch. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Dillian Whyte versus Dominic Breazeale. And as you can see here, Dominic Breazeale says Wilder continues to run. So be ready, Dillian Whyte. I'm coming for you. The WBC made a statement here saying that in order to provide activity to the heavyweight division and address the rights of Breazeale as a mandatory challenger, the WBC is ordering a fight for the interim championship. That's their take on it. It says here, this is a quote from Breazeale. He says, Deontay Wilder continues to run. I'll continue to keep fighting the fights he doesn't want. Be ready, Dillian Whyte, because trouble is coming. And trouble obviously is Dominic Breazeale's nickname. That's what he calls himself, Trouble Breazeale. So Is Deontay Wilder running from him? I know him and Deontay Wilder have got personal beef, and interest in him saying taking the fights that Deontay Wilder don't want. Deontay Wilder was offered the Dillian Whyte fight on multiple occasions for career high money and kept turning it down. Bizarre from Deontay Wilder, and how his fans can continue to justify that, I have no idea. Now, that money that he was offered to fight Dillian Whyte today isn't so significant to Deontay Wilder because he's earning a lot more than that against Tyson Fury. But, well, in this rematch, he's allegedly going to earn a lot more than that. But, a year or so ago, a couple years ago, when he was being offered the Dillian Whyte fight, he wasn't making anywhere near the kind of money he was being offered. And he was turning it down. Crazy. I personally think it's a case of Al Heyman not wanting to risk Deontay Wilder losing to anybody who ain't a champion, or risk him losing to anyone who ain't a mandatory challenger, because, they're trying to keep hold of that belt. So when they were going to send him over to fight Alexander Povetkin in Russia, well, it was either that or get stripped. And they weren't going to let him get stripped, so they sent him over to fight Povetkin in Russia. So unless it's a necessary risk like that, against the champion, against the cash cow, against the mandatory, they're trying to keep it all in-house. That's what I see it as. To me, it's no coincidence that as soon as Luis Ortiz signed with Al Heyman, he got the Deontay Wilder shot very quickly. That was the first time they really risked Deontay Wilder against somebody, a fairly high-level opponent. But again, it was in-house. Do you understand? They waited till Luis Ortiz was in-house, and then they allowed him to fight Deontay Wilder. But when he wasn't with Al Heyman, the Luis Ortiz-Wilder fight weren't going to happen. So, and again, it's not just Al Heyman who does that. Many promoters do that. They like to try to keep things in-house as much as they can. It's business at the end of the day. That's why they do it. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. It's happening. I'm out. Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.